So, hey, this is a video that I like to send to help out if you decide that you want to run numbers on your own. I am finding more and more people are doing this. And then, a few weeks later or a couple of months later, a contract ends up in my inbox and someone ends up in contract and we haven't connected and I haven't heard back from them from my check-ins. Don't worry, I don't get miffed if you don't pick up the phone or answer a text. Many times my random calls or check-ins are just because, hey, I care and I want to see if people have any questions. This specific video is for those of you that have FHA financing. So embedded in that pre-approval recap is a payment calculator. When you click on it, it's going to bring you to this screen. Change a few numbers around. So let's say that the price is 400,000. And let's say that you're doing 3.5% down. Now, when it comes to interest rate, one of the things that is bolded on that pre-approval letter in the upper right-hand section is that that is not the rate. If you remember from the loan consultation, rates change daily. However, I truly stand firm on best kind of buyer is an educated one and one that does a lot of the legwork up front. So you're getting this because we did the loan consultation. In there, also embedded, is one of my favorite websites that I'll use to kind of get a sense for, hey, why did rates go up today? Why did they go down? And it'll give you a general sense of where rates are. If you notice a large disparity, that's either because it may have been something we went over in the pre-approval consultation, either based on credit score, or I just haven't gotten to reaching out to you yet, and we've either seen an increase or a decrease. So that website can be a great guide. It is not perfect because it's taking national averages, but let's use, you get a $400,000 house, you're doing 3.5% down, and I'm just going to pick a rate of 6.25 right now. Now, there's important things to not change. Do not change this upfront FHA MIP. I'll often get a lot of calls saying, hey, why is my loan amount like a funky number? I'm doing 3.5% down. FHA loans have an upfront mortgage insurance premium that gets financed into the loan amount, as well as their monthly PMI. Also, so don't change these two, upfront FHA MIP and annual MIP. The annual MIP is how much your monthly PMI is. Property taxes, this is definitely one to change. So you want to toggle here and you want to change it to a dollar amount. So let's say that the property taxes where you're looking are 4,000 per year. And for your house insurance, if you go back to that recap, you will see what I advise that you should use for insurance. Now, as I've mentioned to you in the consultation, I don't sell insurance. However, what I do is every few months, I will look at the particular states that I'm licensed in, and I will look based on certain price buckets and certain property types to make appropriate assumptions on how much insurance can be. So let's say you got one of mine where I told you to use 2,400 a year for $200 a month for insurance, which comes out to 2,400 per year. HOA would be if you're buying in a community where it's a single family, but yet you've got to pay to the homeowners association, or if you're buying in a condo community or a townhouse community. Condos, townhouse, same thing, except different. So this is where you would put in your HOA. Other costs could be the other costs per year. Like, are you buying in a place that has flood insurance? I'm going to get rid of that right now. So now what I'm going to do is hit calculate. And if you notice, it comes up with what your total mortgage payment is. And that total payment is based on your property taxes being deducted. I'm sorry, it's based on your property taxes being divided by 12 for the 12 months in a year. It's got the home insurance. It's got the monthly mortgage insurance premium. So this particular house at that rate would be $3,130 per month. So that's going to give you a great idea of how much your monthly payment is. And this can be a real good tool. Even if you don't decide to DIY and do it yourself, it can be a great tool if you're doing numbers at 10 o'clock at night or at 2 in the morning when I'm not going to be getting back to you. So here's how you use that calculator. If you have any questions at all, please reach out and chin up as you're doing the home search. I know some people have to oftentimes put in a lot of offers. Some end up with the first house. There's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes the one thing I will say, it's corny, but once you do get the right one accepted, it'll all work out for a reason. So thanks for watching and hope this is helpful.